Hello everybody, I am Brantman19. We're playing some more Transport Fever. This is the second part of the first mission, Wild West, and we are ready to move on and build out our next part of our line here from Rawlins to Evanston. So let's go ahead here. We'll build across this road right there. We got it. And now we're going to continue. Oh, come right here. If you'll notice, I do have my everything running at full speed right now. There's no reason not to. Okay, we're running him there to there. Now we got to connect all 5 of these little green dots. That's why I'm going through these circles. That's where these wells are, and that's to get one of our missions done. Okay, there's that. Trying to save a little bit of money running through here. Okay, we're gonna run just like that. Take our turn. There we go, nice. And then we'll build our station down over here. Build it at that kind of a curve. Let's see, where's that train running? He's got plenty of space. I'm not gonna worry about that too much. 61,000, we'll go ahead and hit there.
The workers are refusing to lift a finger. They're claiming that they haven't been paid for months. No idea whether that's right, but we're pretty short on money, and it's only a matter of time before the investors pull the plug on funding us. We could put off paying our guys until next month and promise them double wages in return. Or there's another alternative over in Ogden.
Okay, so basically what's going on here is they're saying, okay, well, before I start that, if we look here, we did get dry spell, take the route past all wells in the desert. That was what that was for, while we took a weird route. And then back to the mission at hand, we have to end a strike here. It's going to cost us $100,000, or we could go look at something in Ogden. What Ogden's going to do is the Mormons are going to say, hey, if you'll just build us a bridge from here to there so we can get our food across the river, then we're okay with that, and we'll work for you for free. That sounds great until later on when they hit you and say, oh, well, we didn't like your engineering methods, so we decided to build a bridge our way, and it just so happened to fall through. So I'd rather not have to pay the $100,000 for a new bridge later on and just pay the $100,000 now. That seems like a cheaper deal. So
Good. Finally, it's back to work. Unfortunately, our tools are worn out and terribly inefficient. Fortunately, we acted with foresight and have already built up a sufficient supply.
okay, so basically now we're going to our tool factory metal, which we just got. So because we set up that tool factory to be running, and we set up a very nice production line actually, because we did that, our factory is running better, and it's, you know, we're making money and basically off tools, and that's, you're going to want to do that anyway to make lots of money, so might as well set it up, and that gives you a medal for doing it. So, alright, let's outstanding that.
The new tools are a blessing. They've made our work much easier. Now quickly over the hill to Ogden. And from there, we're just a stone's throw from our destination. So come on, chop chop.
Okay, so basically it was saying now we need to move on to Ogden from Evanston. That's a pretty big line to do, so I want to see something first. Yeah, let's buy 2 more of these, and we're going to set these road vehicles on the Laramie Tool Road. We need to make more money there, and it's honestly, I think it's easier to go that way, and it keeps this guy making lots of money, as you know, there's plenty of places to put that iron when they get back. Okay, they're running across, he's coming in. We'll make a little bit more extra money on this line, maybe like 20 to 23,000 on the line, maybe even 25 if we're lucky. We're making how much on that line right now? We're making 13.8, really probably about 16. Alright, we did that little run. Let's go ahead and get Ogden connected. We do not want to use a straight line for this one, just across, you know, because it's actually a hill. It's not good, so we'll go ahead and get 57.9. 45. Let's continue on to here. 70,000. And let's go ahead and just get the rail figured out. 10,000, and then right across. There we go. And we'll wait just a second for more money to come in. That's going to be more than a second. This guy is so slow. You don't realize how slow they are until you're like waiting on them to do something. I found that out. It's going to cost me like 90,000 for a station. That's why I'm waiting. Which is just terrible because we're having to wait a while for that. It is still only mid-1869. And we've nearly got Ogden completed. That gives me like a year and a half left. So, to get the full line that I want. Okay. What is going on here? Come on, guys. I need y'all running quicker. I need you to be putting your stuff over here quicker, too. He should be making full line runs, not just picking up 3. Okay, yes, he's only put 2 in there right now. It'll probably be 3 when he gets in there. Yeah. You need to be throwing, like, he's got 50 just sitting in there. I think, oh, it's actually more than that. Let's look. He's got 88 just stored tools. Yeah, he at least got 3 of 4. Alright. This train run across. These guys go right on through. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and make that station up here. Let's see. Do I want it pointed this way? No, I don't. I want it pointed like right here. Okay, let's go ahead and just build our track to there.
We'll soon be done, but we're running out of time. We'll need to make haste if we don't want to become a laughingstock. Quickly across the river and up to Promontory Summit so that everything is ready in time for the opening ceremony. If we're lucky, we'll even make it before the competition.
Okay, so we need to continue on Promontory Summit. That's where we're going. Let's get this guy here. Straight through. Straightest route we can possibly make to there. And then we'll do a nice little thing to right there. There we go. Makes a nice little rail route. We need to let this guy hurry it up. Where's that train? Oh, he's already picking it up. See, where he's ahead of time on where I wanted him to be. I was expecting him to be here and I'd be in trouble. Okay, you need to hurry up and get there. If he makes it one more time, I'll have enough to pay for what I want to pay for through here. Because we're just going to slip right through here and then cut up here and connect. Okay, that train needs to hurry up now. Let's see what that line is doing now. It's doing only 14.7. Yeah, that's because it can't carry so much cargo. This guy isn't putting out a full 4 load and stuff. The grain road's making more money. Look at all that stockpile. Huh. Okay, here he comes in. There's still plenty. Yeah, the end of he'll be in September, but August will have to pass first. And there we go. And they should barely stop. Okay, there he good. He did what I wanted him to do. That's right. Okay, let's build this route. $21,000 to there. It shouldn't take me about 100,000 to get down there. There's 50, or at least where I want them to go. Another 25. That's 75, and right here. Nice. Let's go ahead and make this little turn. That's going to cost me 22, and we'll hit the connection.
We've almost done it. Now we can finally dart across the Transcontinental line in style in the first passenger train. We're certain to be greeted by a cheering crowd at every station.
Okay, so I did that route because it's just a little bit easier to get across that river from there. It would have cost me more to go down here if I would have set that up at a weird angle too. So it's better off just to do that. Okay, so now we need to... I think I need to go one more time at getting some money here, which he's already there right now. He'll run across. Come on now. It's already February of 1871. So one more time down here, then back, and then I'm going to put him in the depot and sell him. You can make some good money doing that. Selling your trains and stuff. If you don't, especially if you're not going to need them anymore, which I won't. Because there'll only be one train after that. And he'll have one big, important job. Come on, guy. You need to hurry it up. I'm now starting to wish I would have got the general. That extra 3 miles per hour could have gotten me maybe a half a trip more, 3/4 of a trip more. Okay. It would have cost me like 2,000 to 3,000 more a month to run though too, so you just have to figure out your cost. Alright, here he comes. I'm gonna slow both those guys down, that's alright. There you go. Now we need to keep an eye on this. Once he crosses this switch point right here, totally, then I'll have to send him to the depot. Okay, and now. He should be cut off in here. There he goes. We'll play that slow, let him get in there, and then we'll hit pause. There we go. Ready, sell. Good job. All right, now we're gonna buy a train and we're gonna run it across the entire thing. Buy a train, get the general. We'll get a passenger car. Your line will be from there to there to there, 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 and all the way over there. Okay. We're not even going to name that line. At least not yet. I don't care about naming it yet. All right, I want to get all the way down here. Yep, he's coming out. He has to stop at all 6 stops. Let me make sure he's stopping at the right one at one point. Line 1. Yeah, he's going off to the right. I have made mistakes where I've sent him here and then sent him there. He'll come back here, then he'll go back, but he won't get the important 3rd stop there at Rollins. Okay, so he's running. He's already gotten the first point done. Now we need to go ahead and take out this gold nugget thing. So let's click on it. It says, so let's just read over it. It says here, the boy said, in the mountain that the sun kisses goodnight, and where the shadow of the great tree pierces the heavy rock, you will find nothing that can be eaten. Okay, so obviously nothing that can be eaten is referring to the gold. In the mountain that the sun kisses goodnight. So when the sun goes goodnight at night, it goes down in the west. So we know he's talking about, with his tribe being right here, a mountain to the west. We got that already. And then it's in the shadow of a great tree piercing a heavy rock. So we need to go to that mountain in the west and take a look. So we are going to go all the way over here. And hey, what do you see? There's a tree piercing a rock. Now, just to make sure we're right, you could have just done this. Click this little button up here. It would have located it. And then you just need to zoom in. And there's a tree piercing the rock right where we need it to be. So we'll go here to terrain. We're going to lower it. Like that. Try not to use too much at once.
It's true! We found it! Our treasure. It's best to keep our find a secret so we don't get any enviers sniffing around the place.
And that cost me about $150,000 to find, but we've got it. We've got the gold. Unfortunately, it does not give us any money or anything like that, which makes it rather useless. It's just the metal. Okay, so we found it. We now have 3 of our metals. It's now going to come down to, can we run this train, which is already going into Rollins right now, in May of 1872, which is way early. If we can get there before May 1874, and if we can not go into debt on the way there, we have $656,000 to do it. So yeah, I think we're going to do it. Okay, the Laramie Tool Road is not making as much money as it was. I think it's because they've stopped putting as many tools as they have just sitting here, stored. They're not putting them over here. At least not quick enough. It would have been easier, I think, to have made more money going over here. Because he makes how much per run? 2.71. He probably makes the exact same amount. Oh, whoops, he's over here. And he makes 2.79 or 1.79. He's not making anywhere near as much. It'd been easier just to put them down here. But they'll make more. They won't make enough money in the meantime. Let's see. Here's our train. He's between Rollins and Evanston, and it's still mid-September of 1872. We're a year and a half ahead. So continue, guy. I need you getting there. Okay, he's already pretty much right where I need him to be. He'll be there in November. And that's the longest leg there. These two are the longest legs of the entire trip. This is relatively short. And there's people actually waiting here. One person wants to ride the train. That'll be a little bit of extra money. Not a whole lot, but some. Okay. I'm just keeping an eye on this train as he's going. He's only going 28 miles per hour. Now there's another train that came out. We can take a quick look at it. We're not going to actually build it. Yeah, the Baldwin class 56. Basically, he cost nearly twice as much as the General. He has more horsepower, like twice as much horsepower. He has more tractive effort, stuff like that. He has 9 miles per hour more, I think. Yeah, 9 more miles per hour faster, so he probably would be, you know, quicker. But he costs so much more to run a year. I wouldn't do that one if I were you. If you start early enough, like I have, then you won't have the problem. Which our train has just gone through Ogden. We've got $500,000 left. He's only using up 8.3 a month. Thousand. That is. And he's on his final leg of the journey. He's still like a year in advance, or 6 months to a year in advance. Like I said, I think the trigger occurs actually on January 1st, 1874, not May 1st. So the game's kind of cheating you out of 4 months to get the mission done. So luckily though, I'm way ahead. And if you've followed me through this far and try to keep your timing about the same, you should be you should be okay. Some extra things you could have done was add the General to that line instead of the little bitty train that I had going, the 6-wheeler. But you know, it all worked out in the end for me, so it could easily work out for you.
The time has finally come. The Transcontinental Railroad is complete. This masterpiece will go down in the annals of railroad history. Congratulations!
Well, there you go, guys. That's a 5-medal run of the very first mission, Wild West. We did get our hidden treasure, which was to find that hidden gold nugget. We did that. The dry spell, which we just made our route go past all 5 of those wells between Rollins and Evanston. Then there's Tool Factory, which we just went ahead and we built that tool line, and we used that for all of our money anyway. And then there was Beat That competition, which we did that by about 6-7 months, honestly, if you go by the January 1st date, or 9-10 months by the other one. And then Happy Investors, we never went into negative money ever. We were always about 20 to 50,000 is the lowest we ever got. So, all right, guys, I want to say I appreciate y'all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.